I'm going to just jump into some questions, and we're get through as many as we can. You take this one first. What's different about law in European countries versus the U.S.? What would you change? What makes it better, worse?
Okay, so I can mostly speak when it comes to Bosnia and Germany. And as a matter of fact, when I was still in law school, oh my God, back in like '04, '05, '06, whenever that was, I did a little study abroad program in Germany, and I studied their immigration laws. And as a matter of fact, Germany only recently recognized that they're also a country of immigrants, because after World War II, in particular, Turkish folks came to Germany to work, and they just stayed there. Unfortunately, a lot of them did not have an option to become citizens. And you will have a third generation person from Turkey that's never been back to Turkey, and they're still considered a Turkish citizen. They're not given all the rights that they could have had in Germany, and that only recently changed. So I don't want to. I'm not an expert on immigration law when it comes to that stuff, but I think the United States has got some great immigration laws, if they're followed correctly, make this country much better and more advanced than the rest of the world.
Great answer. My only addition is there's so many different layers of the law. So I've studied a lot of international law myself. So international law, you don't have a Bill of Rights like we do. You don't have a Constitution like we do. Sometimes you don't have a Seventh Amendment or a Sixth Amendment, which are the rights to a jury of our peers in criminal or civil matters. So a lot of times to redress grievances, like the law that you and I practice, our daily deal, Nadim, is you don't have a right to sue people for that stuff, or you don't have that. There's a lot of administrative law, a lot of administrative procedure. You have appointed judges and systemic legal systems. It's only when you get up to upper courts that you're able to maybe appeal and stuff. You don't have the similar property rights. Although American law is based on mainly much of an English law, unless you're in Louisiana, then it's based on a French law as our foundation. There really is just a different standards and abilities. Sometimes the governments also have more power. Look at. They dealing with the corona epidemic we have going on now. Sometimes European countries have more power to make people wear masks, quarantine people, that kind of stuff, than the power that's exercised. So the differences between the laws are just varied. And to answer the question about what would I change, it's interesting. It depends on the time. So you want everybody to have freedom, and we don't have to wear helmets when we're riding motorcycles, which is the law that takes effect like 3 days ago in Missouri, et cetera. But when you have something like an epidemic like this and controlling it, you're like, maybe the government should have a little bit more control on the periphery and stuff. So I don't know.